What up, dudes? I'm gonna be bringing you some Heroes of the Storm gameplay today. Alright, we're gonna be playing as my man, Raynor, who I think is one of the coolest characters in game. Absolutely love Raynor because of StarCraft and whatnot. I want to touch on a couple of points about Heroes. It's been a long time since I last made some videos of it, mainly because I haven't been playing the game all that much. I just don't find it all that exciting if you're comparing it to something like League of Legends. The main thing that I feel like Hero really lacks, and a couple of you bosses have been asking me about it and asking me to bring some gameplay out, and why I prefer League over Heroes is because of the carry potential. Heroes of the Storm just really lacks that. Well, there is no carry potential in game, because you have no individual level, you have no items, everything is team based. You know, like I said, your level is even team based. No items, so you can't snowball. If you go against a fight, someone's level 14 and you're level 14 and they're level 14, you know, it's going to be in some sense equal, obviously depending on their movesets and whatnot, but there's no items to make you any more OP, so it's not like you can carry a game. In some sense you can make individual plays for sure, and you can make some badass plays, don't get me wrong, but there's no carry sense. In theory you're not really going to be able to, you could potentially 2v1, maybe I don't know, if you really outplayed them on some champions, potentially like Li Ming when she used to be super broken. I don't know what state she is in these days. But it's not like League where you're like a 5-0. I don't know, NASA's coming at you. NASA's probably a bad example because he's just freaking OP as it is. But like I don't know, 5-0 Rammus, you're just not going to be able to do anything about that. Whilst on this, it's a different story. But the thing what I do love about Heroes, and it's what brings me back to, even though I'm not really playing as much these days, especially with Paragon coming out now, is the universe. The Blizzard have got such a cool universe, and I've spent a lot of money on this game. You can probably see right now, this is probably about £20 worth of content I'm using right now in Raynor's Jim. Jim or James? I think he's called both. I'm really confused. I used to love StarCraft, I should know this. And this like Dragon Mount, which, yeah, I had to buy like 2 other skins. It was like some Chinese bundle. I only wanted the dragon, but I spend like £20 to get the whole bundle, and then so I spent a lot of money on this game. I think it's a beautiful looking game. Like, it's so colourful. The maps are so cool, and I love what they've done. But it just lacks that carry potential. But as I was saying, the universe they've got, you know, StarCraft, Diablo, World of Warcraft, Overwatch coming out. I think the newest character to be coming out on this very soon is going to be an Overwatch character, which is so cool. On top of that, you then have Lost Vikings. I can't remember what that game was actually from, but it was like some old school Blizzard game. So, you know, there's potential for all that, and there's so much potential for this game in that sense. But I still believe the game is actually not an alpha. I think it's still in like beta. There's still a lot of work to be done. And one of the things what I'd like to see done, and does need done, is really the rank needs change. The rank system needs changing. The problem is once I hit level 1, rank 2 at the moment, as you might start at the start. But once I hit level 1 on this game, I felt there wasn't really much more to come from rank. The beauty of ranked is the fact that you don't have mirror matchups like say going into blind pick like now, and also you don't. You can actually have like a decent team comp. Like we don't even have a tank right now. Neither do they. They have sorted that out. It did used to be pretty broken, I gotta admit. But you know, so that's the kind of nice side from rank. But what they really need, I feel, they need to add into ranked at this moment in time is a better rank system. At the moment, you just go from like rank 150 to rank 1. There's not really much to it. It needs like tiers, and StarCraft had it down. Obviously, this is made by the same company, the same engine, so I imagine it's soon to come. But when it's going to come, that's going to be the question. But I'm looking forward to it. What they really need to add, though, is once you get to rank 1 or rank, you know, gold or whatever you want to call it, they need to add. Is she actually that's the real Nova? Wow, I didn't think it was. Completely bit it out. What they need to add is like the challenger tier, like you have in League. You got your masters, like it's masters, challenger masters. They said they had the same thing in StarCraft. I used to play StarCraft so much. I played like 3,000 odd games on it. Got to diamond myself, and then the next I think was masters, but I never got to masters because you have to actually put time in the game. You have to be playing it so much to get in there, which is really cool. You know, it makes a purpose for playing ranked. But I didn't get into it because League just came out at this point, and then I just started playing League a lot more, and yeah, then I kind of just dropped out of StarCraft, and now I just probably get wrecked if I ever go back to StarCraft. But it was a really cool rank system, and that's what I'd hope to see in this game, and it's what it needs. But for me, the problem with the game, it's always going to lack. It's never going to have that carry potential, and there's nothing they can change really. It's just how the game is, and I like what they have done with the game. But because it lacks that carry potential, something like League's always going to draw my time to it. But when I do come back to this game, I find it really beautiful, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. And it's good fun when you've actually got a good team and you're winning. But when you've got newbie teammates, which happens a lot, it just sucks because there's not really much you can do about it. Like, we're wrecking at the moment, but if I was on the enemy team, there's not really much you can do if your team's just feeding. And the thing is, with feeding on this, it doesn't really mean as much because obviously there's no, you don't really, well, I think they've like increased death timers and stuff, but because there's no like items or anything or gold, you know, dying on this doesn't really matter as much, and then that, in some sense, kind of sucks as well that you die and it doesn't. Sure, you may lose the objective, but early game it doesn't. It's not really punishing. So it's just that whole sort of carry potential what this game lacks, and I think that's why it's never going to do big in the esports scene. Personally, maybe I could be wrong. I think it'd be a lot of fun if you had, if you were playing this game and there was like. It'd be a lot of fun if there was like 5 of you, you had a full 5. It'd be really cool. I did play some full 5 on this. We got to like, I think I can't remember what rank we got to, but we played. Me and my mate joined these 3 other guys. We were all on TeamSpeak, and it was really good fun. And we were coming against some really good players, and we were having some good games. There's a lot of sort of good communication to it. Whilst if you don't have that on this game, I don't think there's too much. But it's the universe. I love the universe. Like the maps, like the fact it has multiple maps is so badass. The characters, you know, Stark. Oh goodness gracious! Like obviously Raynor and Nova. It's just so cool. I've played all the Blizzard games pretty much, bar Diablo. I've never really played Diablo, but it's just so cool when you meet these characters. And you're like, yeah, man, I used to play this dude, and blah 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 blah. But if you bosses want to see some more Heroes, like I said, I'm actually enjoying this. Is the first time I've probably only played about 10 games max this year, not even that probably. Like when I come back from Thailand I was playing a lot of League, and now Paragon's out, so I'm playing a lot of Paragon. Even though I'm not really enjoying Paragon as much as more at the moment, there's just lack of content in Paragon. There's a lot of potential for it, but obviously it being early access, which you know is cool, I understand that. It's just lacking that content for me at the moment. There's not enough characters, and everyone's pretty newbie at the game, which kind of sucks a little bit because where I'm no freaking master of the game, but I've played a lot of League and a lot of MOBAs beforehand. It just kind of sucks when you're going against these people that have no clue that they're playing on the PS4 and it's probably their first ever MOBA, and you're playing them and you're like, oh man. Like a lot of the games I'm playing on Paragon, and that's what really puts me off, are going on for like an hour. And this is just too long. It's just too slow paced at the moment. Don't know that's the actual game. I think in some sense it's a little bit the game style, but also the player base. But yeah, there's a lot of potential to come. But yeah, if you want to see some heroes, if you want to see a certain champion, then let me know. The main reason I actually come on today was I wanted to do some ARAM. They've done the new ARAM map, and I wanted to bring some content out for you bosses of that. I haven't actually tried it out myself, and I thought that would be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to make some videos of, but I couldn't seem to find. No one seemed to have a lobby at the time, so. We jump on some gameplay. I love Raynor. He's the man. He's probably my favorite character in game. Purely because he's very sort of auto-attack based. There isn't much more to him than that. But like he can just really carry on the back line. You just sort of stand there, prop in, and if you focus the right boards, and then you get a stun as well. It's really badass. And yeah, he's just a tank slayer. You want to be a little bit careful. We are outnumbered at the moment. With a Nova on the enemy team, it's never fun. She's always going to be up my ass. And obviously, even though he doesn't really have an escape, you get your W, you get a little bit of movement speed, but you have the heal, and that heal can be so badass, so yeah, that's really cool. See if we can get onto Rhaegar here. Be a bit careful we don't overextend too much. And he just does a lot of damage, bad man. We're going for it, we're going ham. We do have, I say we have my Hereoes actually. Yeah. Must have popped whilst I was in the bit of. I was channeling on it, I was like, we got him. I was like, I've got my heal, and obviously don't. Oh, this could be quite bad. Devastating. Obviously, they've increased the count of this to 40 now. It used to be 30, so like literally, if you got wiped, it's pretty much GG. But it's gonna be GG anyway. They've got too many for us to count or do anything about it now. It's cool. I just love like when you come into it and there's like 8 different. I don't know how many maps there are now, but there's around about 8 maps or something. And it's just cool. It just feels a lot more fresh, and it's nice. So we've got it. It adds a lot more sort of tactical elements to it as well, of having the different maps, different styles, and like how this boss works. It's just pretty cool. What we want to do though, I don't know why they're fighting. What we want to try and do is bait him into jump on me, like, yo, come jump on me, dude. I don't know why my team it really always annoys me when my team are fighting on the frickin' boss there. What we want to do, and my team hasn't done it, if we're all here, the boss jumps over the frickin' wall and they're coming here and you just die a lot quicker than being on the outside. This back turret's doing nothing to him at the moment, but my team are concentrating on fighting. The boss is just wrecking us here. So what? Yeah, well, it's a bit late now, but if you get him, you can actually get him to jump over the wall, and it just means you kill him a lot quicker than beforehand. But my team are too busy freaking. Oh, he's so low. Okay, I might actually got my banshees on that. Yeah, they were just too busy fighting. Oh well, we haven't lost really too much out of that. One cool thing I do really, one thing I do really like about the game is the scoreboard. I think it's pretty cool how you can see how much damage you've done. So I know we're kind of near the bottom. We haven't really been too involved really. We haven't got like 4 kills. So. Yeah, and the one thing, like, the kills don't really mean anything. Like, they have changed it before when you used to get a takedown. I don't know, boss played the game beforehand. You can remember when you used to get a takedown, everyone would get the same. So if I got there and I was involved in 5 kills, even though I didn't get the finishing blow, it'd say, you know, I've got 5 kills myself. So they've obviously changed that, but it still doesn't really feel like we're very rewarded by having a kill there. To me, it doesn't really feel anything special. Just without that item and the individual levels, you just don't have that carry potential. But I like when you can know how much siege damage you've done, and hero damage is pretty cool and something to build on. You can know if you're actually doing what you should be doing really. Obviously we're a little bit low on the actual damage front at the moment, but we haven't been too involved in the whole thing. I've kind of been farming around, looking to try and get myself some stacks. We're looking okay. Get a nice Q off there. Drop my banshees down. Ah, so this is actually really good. Their let's say their Rhaegar's taking the. We're getting ham. We're getting up with it. Why can't my heal pop? Oh my god! What the hell? I'm not sure why my heal never popped. Oh, it did pop right at the end. I'm not sure it popped so soon. Again, we went pretty ham. Got the kill, but I don't know. Necessarily where there wasn't the need to go somehow. I could have quite easily kited and done some more damage to them instead of greeding onto Rhaegar. Rhaegar's taken Bloodlust, which I guess works quite well with the Illidan, and I guess because he feels he has Tassadar there with his shield, he doesn't necessarily need to heal, but it does give us a bit more sort of, you know, which means that, well, there's nothing worse when you're popping down a target and then he just freaking ults and you're like, ah! So yeah, that was a bit I don't know, I thought my heal was going to pop a lot sooner. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why it took so long. Hey, we're looking at, okay, they do actually have a level lead, but that's not too much in at the moment. We'll take a second charge for sure. Taking that, yeah, that's cool. Make sure. I'm rusty on this game. I'm there like, yeah, that's the talent one, and then I take something, and I'm like, oh god, that was probably not actually what I wanted. Really good for like Illidan, like when he jumps on top of me, we can like knock him back. Obviously the other one, the Tank Slayer, 1.5% their maximum health, which is really good against tanks. But as there's no tanks, the double knockback would be really nice. And even like if you're against say like an ETC, it's really good against ETC, being able to knock him back. Against the Illidan, I think it's pretty OP to just be able to knock him back like we can. So. Oh god, my heal just like cheers mate. Rhaegar's got my back. I don't know why my heal is just not popping. I'm not sure if there's. I'm out of date with some of these. Or I pretty much know the character. Bar that this guy here, whatever his name, the dude from Diablo. I don't know why it never popped. Weird. Anyway, at least Rhaegar's got my back. But like, say if you were against an ETC, taking that second knockback could be really OP, because you can just be like, you're gonna go in, and they'll be like, no, denied. And the fact that then my next battle I can get a stun, so you can stun 2 targets now, really OP. And it means that Raynor can actually solo a lot of people. Like, I don't know if we can necessarily solo Illidan because it was blind and there's upfront damage, but when you have your heal there, you know, you can really bait people in and they don't expect it, especially if you're stacking up quite well, which we're stacking up reasonably okay, 24. Yeah, that's fine. Be a bit careful. Ah, we're so dead. Oh no, so dead. Was way to take me, but then we got a nice push there. This one good thing we drew the team over, but you're a bit too ham there. Well, way too ham. Kind of got a bit ahead of myself. Did mean that the boss those caused a lot of damage down on that right hand side, but there wasn't really a need for me to die then. I was daydreaming a little bit. How many deaths we got? Oh, 3. I was about to say we got 6 deaths. It wouldn't surprise me. I was in a bit ham this game. My last 2 deaths have just been Rambo, and that was just a little bit silly. You don't want to like Nova, like she just comes out of nowhere. She's probably gonna mess me up on her own, to be honest. Even with my heal, she gets a good Q off and then a slow, and then she gets some clone damage down, pops her ultimate. That's pretty much GG with that triple tap, to be honest. She is pretty badass. Where's she at? She ain't got that much more than me. So yeah, we're looking good. We might actually take an in here by the looks of things. So you can see obviously where, well, we drew 3 people over there, me and Raynor. Obviously they did kill me, but I think it was definitely worth it because it's created such a big push there. There's no need to join up with them right now. We may as well just push in here because they're going to back any second. So we can get some more work down. Now we can take, if we take the right one. There we go. So now we can stun my target. It gives me that extra bit of protection as well, the fact we can stun them. And you can actually like stun a target and then get on your mountain right away. So it's pretty cool. And that's one of the cool things as well with this game is the mounts. It's just another way for frickin' Heroes to make money. Like the game is so, the stuff they bring out in this game is so cool. Like the skins and the mounts. So I've just spent so much money. I've probably got about 15 mounts. It's just like way too many. Yeah, it's just so cool. So you can see now it's not actually stunning in there. Oh god, I don't know if I really want to block that. We can stun Nova. Be careful getting a bit too ham again. But you can see then we get my heal. It's really nice. It's quite a big old heal, like 857. We get him with my NQ, GG. Nice. I think it's all about the Banshees as well. You can take the battle cruiser, but I think the Banshees are a lot better for actually like picking off targets. So yeah, it's all good. Nice. You might understand. Beautiful, that's what we're talking about. We got, I guess like I say, we really haven't been in the front line as much as my team has been this game. I don't know if we can get this in here now, it'd be pretty huge. We might be able to, yeah, and then we can take the boss, and that's pretty much going to be GG though. We're not quite in control of this game. I think we only need to suffer that one sort of boss loss, and I say early game isn't really not that much anyway. It's a big old push, so. With super minions, even though the super minions aren't as OP on this game to be honest, but you know they do create a bit of pressure. It's all about taking the merc camps, trying to keep on top of those is pretty important. Yeah, super cool. It's a nice little push. We're Illidan can shred through those. If we do have them out, it'll be a bit quicker, but this just means by taking out this, the boss is just going to go quickly onto their inhib without taking any unnecessary damage, which is good. I think there's a timer on the boss now as well. I might be wrong. I know there is on the spiders. Oh god. Oh, we're so dead. We're so dead. That was totally not worth it. That combo, I stood no chance. Probably a bit out of position again, really. Daydreaming, just chatting away about life. We've got the boss. Oh no, haven't they? Come off to kill them all. Totally, that was all part of the plan. Let them kill me and I get baited into it. The idea was we were going to take that, but I was just daydreaming. Obviously, Nova. The thing with Nova, with the invisible champs, you can easily spot them, but because I'm chatting away and not really paying as much attention I probably should be, I didn't spot her. And then obviously comboed into the Illidan stun. It's GG, but it was all part of the bait. We'll take increased attack speed and range. You can take the blink, but I don't really feel, or I've been playing a bit ham to be honest, really. It's my own fault. The only reason for my deaths really. Like 2 of the deaths was just pure me going in Rambo, and then the last 2 deaths have just been out of position where, you know, there was no real need for it. So you could take blink if you were really that scared, but you got a Raynor, and like I say, you got your stun and your heal and your W gives you movement speed. So you play it right, you really shouldn't have much of an issue to be honest. And having that additional 20% attack speed, and I believe it's 20% damage as well. Attack range, I guess that would be pretty OP if it gave me another 20% attack damage. But having the additional range so we now can play even further back and play safer, it's GG. But yeah, it's good stuff. I haven't necessarily carried us that very hard in this game. My team's probably carried me more than anything. But we've been effective. But nonetheless, I hope you bosses have enjoyed. If you guys want to see some more Heroes of the Storm, I potentially can start doing my rank gameplay again. It shouldn't take. I'm only 2 games away from getting back to rank 1 now. It shouldn't take too long. I say that, I'd probably end up dropping down to rank 3 or something stupid like that. But nonetheless, it was a good little victory from Mr. Raynor. I do love Raynor. He's a cool dude. We've gone up to level 10 as well. Bad man. But yeah, the thing like there's just not that carry potential, you know. That's the only downside to the game. The whole universe, the maps, the graphics. It's really amazing. The characters in the game, obviously because of the universe, are just so cool. You know, you've got all these badass characters to play, and it's so badass. But thing that it's lacking is just that carry potential. And as for myself, I think the best way to look at here is it's a lot more for the casual gamer. Like I can come in here and I feel a bit more relaxed. Like the stuff I was doing, where I was just sort of just there taking a turret like I was on my own. I wouldn't really be doing that if I was an AD carry on League of Legends. So I feel a lot more chilled out on this game and not taking it necessarily. I take it seriously. Don't get me wrong. I want to win. I want to play as best as I can. But like on League, I don't know. There's just something. It just feels a lot more chilled out on this game, I guess, just because of that whole non-carry element to it. But anyway, bosses, hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy. Have a great day. Peace.